你现在收听的是 Nikki Yoga's Journey， 一个关于瑜伽、创业以及旅外生活的真实记录。我是 Nikki， 一位在台北和巴黎之间教课、生活，也还在学着用自己的方式前进的瑜伽老师。这个节目记录我一边怀疑，一边慢慢前进的过程。如果你也正经历某种转变，希望这里能带给你一点陪伴，还有一点点力量。Hello， 大家好，欢迎回来到 Nikki Yoga's Journeys 的第一季第4集。真的是非常抱歉，拖了这么久才来录第4集。那今天我不是自己一个人录音，今天邀请到了我老公Paul Beri， 嗨，所以呢，我们从现在开始会是用英文来做沟通，那有时候我可能会穿插一些中文。
Sorry.
那我请 Paul Beri, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Paul Beri. I am Nikki Yoga's husband, and I'm a music and I'm a piano teacher, freelance music piano teacher. I started studying music a long time ago.
Did you say where are you from? C'est ça. Where are you from?
That's
correct.
correct. I am from Paris, France. I've learned music for my whole life. I'm still learning music, but I'm teaching it now too.
So you're a musician and you're a pianist.
Yeah.
And you're animation creator.
Yeah, as a hobby, I do
As a
animation. Yeah, and programming.
And as a musician, what does it mean, musician? You play as a professional?
Yeah, from time to time I can produce music and record it and mix it pretty well too. But mostly I teach today to make a living.
Okay. So that brings to our first part, our professions. So both of us are freelancers in Paris. How long have you been freelancers?
Since 2014, 13, 14.
But you started in the US, not here.
Yeah.
What was the difference between the
freelance
US
in the US and here?
Yeah, and in France.
Not much, maybe slightly more of a network of musicians there, of freshly graduated musicians. So there was like a movement. We're all trying to get as much work done as possible. It was pretty much the same. It was miserable.
That's why you became piano
A
teacher.
Yeah, actually. And that fell on me by luck. My cousin was working in this music school that was hiring teachers, and he was like, hey, yeah, we need some teachers, maybe a couple hours a week. I started not really knowing what I was getting into, but I actually I enjoyed it.
To teach,
to
spread, share
my
your knowledge.
Yeah.
And do you still remember your very first class?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't remember the class exactly, but I do remember the student. She was a really nice student, a teenager. And I remember...
It's from your cousin's company?
Yeah.
Okay. From
that music school. And I remember being more shy than I am now. It helped me being able to talk just and fill the hour space that is a lesson. I remember being very stressed out about those first lessons, like how am I gonna
teach?
How am I gonna
hour
entertain that person for like a whole hour
And now you don't have this problem?
Now I feel like an hour is not enough time for all the stuff that I want to talk about. It bleeds into like an hour or 15, an hour and a half always, and I'm always like, okay, we need to stop now.
That's great. I still remember my very first class, that official, when I taught outside, it's aerial yoga. And I remember that I was very nervous the day before because I didn't know. I was preparing the sequence, everything in my head. And the actual day when I taught, it was totally different because I couldn't really remember what I planned. So I just kind of freestyled it. And after the class, I thought, well, it was not great. It was okay. I didn't know if the student liked it. But in the end, they asked me that, oh, did I teach somewhere else? Or
So they probably liked it.
yeah, and then 2 years ago, I started in Paris. And I wasn't that nervous at all because from the beginning, my students, they are Taiwanese and they're still taking classes with me. So I'm very used to teaching in Chinese. But it's after when I have foreigners and when I needed to teach in English or French, that was the most scary thing for me. And have you taught in English?
Yeah.
In full English?
Full English, yeah, but actually some words, even when I started teaching in French,
You don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
in French.
I don't. Some words, whatever.
Yeah.
I just know it in English. Yeah.
And now imagine if you need to teach in Chinese.
Well, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
I just know how to introduce myself, basically.
That would be a huge...
It would be a good way to learn, I think, to like all the music, vocabulary, I think.
'Cause-
It would be a good lead to study.
Yeah. Did you remember the time when I just started to become freelancer? And I told you that I was so scared to teach in French. I wasn't ready. And you said, no, your French is good.
Yeah.
But that was totally different thing. When teaching that, when you run everything in your head and now just imagine everything, you have to explain it in Chinese.
Yeah, but I do feel like you overthink a little bit and you worry a little bit too much about what the students are gonna think about, when in fact they are usually deeply caught in the yoga action and they're not really thinking about what you're saying, and they pretty much understand what you're saying all the time.
No, I don't know, because I have really high standard.
But have you had students saying like, teacher, I don't understand when you speak?
No, but now I'm used to it. Still progress every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your student demographic?
My student demographic is very wide. I have very young children, age 4 or 5, all the way up to like 86, I think the oldest is now.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're not the best students, the very young and the very old. I think the sweet spot to learn music is between 8 and 25, no, 30.
So
Between 8 and 30.
do you prefer teaching kids more or those elders?
I mean, I think the elders are so kind and patient, and the goals that we set for them are much more different than the goals that we set for the kids. The kids actually try and progress. The old people are just happy to practice piano. And I'm just here to entertain them, talk about piano, play with them, check on them every week. They are very slow. They are very slow. Also, for the couple that I'm thinking about right now, the oldest, their apartment is
Super hot.
so hot. It's like they push those heaters to the max, and I always
So
feel
weird.
like I'm gonna die and fall asleep.
So did you take off all your clothes, almost all
I
your clothes
usually, yeah.
before you teach? And what's the teacher's challenges? For me, it's the language to really express what I want. Even though in Chinese sometimes I was thinking something in my head, but I couldn't really express it into words to my students. So if it's physical class, I use the physical adjustment to let them understand what does that mean, or I can demonstrate it. It's really language explain. The instruction, like specific, exact, it's very challenging for me.
I think the biggest challenge is to adapt to each different, because every student has like almost a different idea of what learning music is, or learning an instrument. So it's about keeping them interested. It's about sparking every single person's curiosity in a different way, because obviously they're not the same people. So the challenge is more like adapt
your knowledge to the class.
Exactly, to the student, because they're all so different and they react so differently to all sorts of things.
But above this, I think the most challenging thing, I will not say words is challenging, because now I remember the most annoying thing is to manage student. That is the most annoying thing, challenging. Like when you plan your schedule for students and then all of a sudden
they cancel.
Yeah, they cancel and said, oh, because I have a
fishbone
in my throat, so I have to cancel the class.
Yeah, I mean,
这个真的是我听过最
It's mostly difficult because you don't get paid if they don't show up.
That's a very annoying part.
That's the worst part of being a freelance, I think, is that if the client does not show up, you don't get paid. You don't have sick days, you don't have paid vacations, you don't have...
Exactly.
So it can be tricky,
Yeah.
So we mostly hate when they cancel. Yeah.
But on the other side, that we have a lot of our free time. But when this free time,
I don't know if we have that much free time. I know it's all chopped up usually. I mean, I try to manage my schedule. My students are one after the other, and they're all a big chunk on a day, and then I get to go back home. But when the student cancels, you end up with like just a hole in your day.
Yeah.
And it's not really enough time to do anything. So.
But for you, it's like individual classes, so it's pretty annoying when they really cancel it. So
especially last minute, so I don't have time to like tell the other kids that, I don't know, we might move up or sooner or later their class. I don't know. Is it just
So you literally
organization?
You literally just waste
an hour,
an hour, and you 浪费. You just didn't earn that money. And for me, it's tiny group class. So usually I give classes when there are 2 students. Sometimes when one canceled, I don't dare to charge them because sometimes it's like physical ill and I cannot be the rude teacher. Oh no, you cancel in the last minute, I have to charge you because it's word of mouth. So I have to be nice, but now that just being nice is kind of annoying. So I do not say it like clearly, but now I just put this pressure on my students. I said that no, if you cancel, I cannot give classes. Please, next time, if you're going to cancel it, please tell me earlier so it will be easier for me to organize. So I just slowly put all this, the pressure was on me before, on them, because it's not the right movement to cancel the class in the last minute. Because we, as a freelancer, we have our schedule plan for you. It's not because we call freelancer, we have a lot of free time. Those free times, I'm so busy for a lot of projects. And his free time is commuting in the city.
I do spend a lot
of time.
So
that's not free time. Yeah. So that's probably another challenge that
for sure.
You want to improve this situation.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But I know it's part of like a piano teacher's life to show up at some people's places.
I have students told me that, they're so envy of me because I can manage my own time. And they just say, oh, it must be a good job that you're doing what you like. And I say, doing what I like doesn't really mean that I earn enough. And then I brought up what we just said earlier, that when students cancel it means that it's just a waste of time and waste of money for me for that hour that I can actually put another student here.
Yeah, I think making your own schedule is just another responsibility in a way. It's not so much freedom. It's just like, I have to take care of that or nothing is going to happen. I'm not going to have a life anymore. So it's not so much freedom as it is just more work. Organize your,
no,
I think
it's
so.
Not a lot of work. Yeah, sometimes it took a lot of work.
I wish I had I don't know, like a
time manager.
Exactly. That worked in like an institution, or like if I worked at like a music school and there
like
would be
stable time hours.
Exactly. And then like, okay, you're working from that point to that point here and that point to that point there. I wouldn't have to do that, and it's exactly the same. It's not so much freedom. You need to work in the end.
I mean, sometimes I thought in the same way too, but I quite enjoy schedule, but just all the communication with all the students. It took me a lot of time. It's really administration work.
Exactly.
But now I know, because I've been teaching for 2 years with probably the same students, and so I know their routine when they can take classes, so it's easier for me. But in the beginning, it's really pain in the ass.
You're gonna be in trouble.
So we have unstable income.
Yeah.
Because we have the vacations here, and French people take vacations so serious. So like winter vacation, like Christmas.
I mean, for kids, there's basically vacations every 6 weeks, and we don't get paid when we don't have students.
I don't really like secure job. I like challenge myself, even sometimes it's too challenging. I got so depressed last year. So we agree that for both of us as a teachers, even in sports and you're in music, we are doing a word of mouth job.
Most of the marketing, I feel, is just people recommending you for jobs. Yeah.
But I mean, as a freelancer, it's more than...
You always need to do your best. Maybe you don't want to be mean to your students in general.
I am only mean to students that I know for a long time or they're really close to me. I don't show my mean to those I'm not close because they don't understand who I really am. When I'm mean to you, that means I really love you. It is.
I know that.
Paul, are you okay? But you like this, but I'm not like that. Mine is like,
I mean, as a freelancer, I guess you feel less secure because, if suddenly a student decides that he or she doesn't like you and they don't come back to your classes and you don't get paid again yet. So it's less safe.
But I really like the pros of when we are going somewhere, taking holidays, taking off, we can just tell them that I will not be here this week. And so we will see each other in 2 weeks. And I like it. It's like...
Not having a boss is nice.
I cannot have a boss because I'm a boss.
Not having a boss is nice. And being able to, write off any time that you don't want to work. But you don't get paid at the same time, so... Yeah,
but sometimes when you teach too much, you burn out and you need this week to...
Definitely. No, everybody needs to rest from time to time.
And the funny moments...
so many funny moments.
In your teaching time.
I mean, I don't know, from kids being insane to old people falling asleep or drooling on themselves or...
Wait, one time didn't you say there was a kid that just kept being shouting or whatever, or repeating whatever you said all the time?
Yeah.
And then how did you make... I think you got angry once.
No, but I think a couple times maybe throughout my career I got mad at some horrible, disrespectful children. Yeah. But I always regret it and they always feel bad and I feel bad and the class gets canceled and
the mom told you that you were too strict to him.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. You always need to be strict. But strict and also funny.
Some people really want to progress, and learn stuff. And some people don't. And you have to accept that. And they're still going to pay you.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating for a teacher to teach someone that doesn't want to progress. But it's part of like the adaptation thing I was talking about.
Has different goal.
Exactly. Some people just want to talk about piano with someone once a week. And they don't care that they're not learning anything.
That's good.
And it's not, it should never be personal to you.
Wow, it's hard. But it's not, you didn't share the funny thing. And then there was one that the old guy, he fell asleep and then just playing the same notes again and again.
That too. Yeah. Oh my God.
The same lady who got fishbone. There are several times she canceled classes before because she went out party too late, so she wasn't sure if she could wake up early. And then the class was at noon, and she texted me at 9 a.m. and said, I went out too late last night. I'm not sure if I can make it. And I said, but I specifically told you that I will do the class because you're coming, also with another student. And if you cancel, I have to cancel the class. And then she said, oh, in that case, don't worry, I'll still come. And then this happened several times. And
she just needs a little
push,
yeah. A little motivation.
And then there are several times when she just got here and then she said, do you have something to eat for me? I was like, what is this attitude?
Yeah, I've never had that.
It's so weird when you...
Actually, one student asked me if I needed food. I said I was okay because my belly was making noises, but I was not gonna take my students' food. That sounds crazy.
And then the same lady for me, once she asked me that before the class, she texted me and asked me, hey teacher, do you have eyebrow pencil? And I was like, why? And she said, I forgot to draw my eyebrows, so I need to borrow yours. I was like,
she sounds like
so annoying.
Original, yeah.
And I'm just kind, so I borrow him.
But that's interesting actually. Like the mental barriers between students and
the boundary.
Yeah, the boundaries exactly.
So,
the boundaries between student and teachers are blurry for some people. But who makes the rules? You know, like if the student is hungry.
And I was like,
are you supposed to feed
She's
her?
already here, and I have candies I give her. And then after she had that candy, I told her that next time you feel hungry, so have snacks in your purse all the time. Because it's not good to do sports when you have low
for sure
blood pressure.
Yeah, you need food.
Yeah, and I said, and don't take candy as a good snack. And she asked me, now, what is good snack? And I said, just some nuts or yogurt. Something that gives you energy and then good protein, not like just sugar thing. She's, and she said, oh, how many classes do I still have? And I said, oh, just two more classes with me. And she said, okay, great. After this, and I will buy more. And in my head, I was like, no, thank you.
A student is a student, whatever.
Okay, so that's it for today. The exchange as a freelancers in Paris. Thanks for listening. And the next episode, you will be on my show again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because some listener asked me, will I share the story how we met?
Okay, shouldn't we do that first?
I already announced what is this episode, so I cannot do the next one for this one.
All right.
Yeah, so... And thank you for listening. 谢谢你的收听。那今天这集都是用全英文的，我会把这集上传到 YouTube。那现在 YouTube 有自动翻译，所以你们可以再把它自动翻成中文，或者如果没办法的话，我再想想看要怎么把中文字幕一起导上去了。那我们就下集见咯。See you next episode. Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.